Welcome and welcome back. This is For Real Friday episode, the master number 33. I'm calling this one Reality of Everyday with Dogs. I'm going to show you the reality of events that happen with these dogs in our society. And the reality is that these dogs, they terrorize, they are violent towards not only people, they're violent towards other dogs, other natural animals, even violent to their very own hands that feed them. So there is no safe spot. You're never ever going to feel safe and secure around these things. Even if you own a dog and it never has attacked, I bet and guarantee a lot of these dog nutters and pit nutters, they are still anxious. They're still unconsciously anticipating that attack. It may not be, like 50% anticipation, but all it takes is that 1% of anticipation of soon this or when this dog will attack. No one is secure. No one is safe around them. There's a common quote by dog nutters and pit nutters. It's not the dog, it's the one holding the lead, blame the owner type of things. They'll say like dogs are not evil, but the person behind the lead is evil. But the truth is, both the dog and the dog owner or the pit nutter are evil. They may not use evil per se, but both the dog and the dog owner are responsible. They are both violent. They are both degenerates. They are both worthless. They are both dangerous. It's not just the dog itself that is dangerous. It is the owner too that is dangerous. So it's both of them. But all in all, if you get rid of these dogs, things are better. If you get rid of the owner and keep the dog, problems will still be there. With the dog and the owner together, the problem is still there. So all in all, the dog is the most dangerous and should be gotten rid of. So a few things I want to share today on For Real Friday. First thing, we have a off-duty officer who killed a dog. Basically, he arrived home, still in his uniform, and this worthless mutt just began, circling or hovering, or not hovering, but running around his vehicle as he arrived. He used a taser, and the taser wasn't good enough, so he felt threatened, and he took out Roscoe, Mr. Roscoe, and Mr. Roscoe had to deal with and put this worthless mutt to sleep. Like I say, like gardening. I love gardening. I like being outside and doing yard work and things like that. And you get small birds, big birds, crows, storks flying about left and right. You may get little critters, I don't know what they're called. I think they're called voles. They're not rats or mice, but I think they're called voles. You get, rabbits, maybe may see a raccoon there and there, skunks there and there. Various insects and bugs. And you're gardening, you're doing your thing. And these animals, they don't pay you no mind. They may look at you and they fly away and that's it. You can go home and sleep for another day. But once these dogs are around, let's say they're not going to attack you, but these things will invade your space. Even when you say shoo, shush, stand like a tree or not, these things will keep invading your space. We don't see that happening with these natural animals who have more freedom. These birds who can, their advantage is flight. But they don't just, enter your space constantly over and over again. They don't. They fly and they do their own thing, but it's only dogs. But let's say they're not going to attack. They're just going to come invade your space. Stick their nasty face, disgusting body into your face, into your space. They climb up on you, jump on you. This doesn't happen with any other natural animal. It's only dogs. Only dogs. And the problem I have is with this, that people act like these things are perfect and better than people, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I only see it with natural animals. They tend to just leave you alone. But dogs, I'm not seeing it. Just like this guy, he arrived and immediately he was swarmed by the worthless mutt. After work, when the dog began circling his marked patrol vehicle, he arrived and the dog was circling his vehicle. You don't see that with any natural animal. You don't see it. You don't see it. And I've watched those safari videos on like Watch, but I watch little clips of it where they will stop and observe the lions and various predators. And ain't none of them, as far as I know, they don't circle. None of them are circling these buses. They will just lay there. And most of the time just mind their own business. Of course, there's, exception of some of them jumping on the bus, but that's probably very rare. But these predators, these lions, tigers, they'll just sit and around the bus, just sit there. But dogs will circle, like literally circle in your vehicle. In San Antonio, city takes pitbull after attack, sends 80-year-old San Antonio woman to hospital. A dog that attacked elderly woman on the far northeast side Thursday morning is now in custody. They added, we've received reports about both people and pets being attacked by dangerous dogs. Owners and neighbors tell us we've seen the dogs in question seized and returned to the owner. So this is like another reality of dog culture. These things terrorize neighborhoods. They may attack. Owner gets them back. Animal control police, they do nothing until someone is severely attacked. Just like in this situation, this is the reality of it. These things are returned, given, second, third, fourth chances. And they don't really do anything until someone is attacked and or dead. And that dog sent an 80-year-old woman to hospital. She's at this time believed to be non-life-threatening injuries. The police or whatever were called to the scene, and they are actively investigating at this time. What more do you need to investigate? It's the latest of several reports of dog attacks against both humans and animals. Again, dogs are terrorizing humans and natural animals. And they're even attacking other dogs. So I'm not seeing how dogs are these great things when they're attacking everyone in sight, anyone and everything in sight. I'm not seeing it. It's confirmed the dog bit a minor last week, adding that its owner was uncooperative, failing to comply with legal quarantine orders. This is typical dog nuttery. This is the reality of a lot of these owners. They get slapped on the wrist. They don't really care about dealing with these dogs, and they're reckless, and people get killed because of these dog owners. this is the reality of dog culture. They also add it's not so much the dog. Oh, here we go. It's not so much the dogs. It's the negligence of the owners that we're concerned about because this has already happened once and we can't be certain it's not going to happen again. So they stated this is, it's not the dog. It's not the dog. It's because of the owners. And as I just said, they always do this. Dog's not the dog, it's the owner. Blame the owner. There's another story that kind of trumps this quote. Let's see. Let's see. Here it is. Here we have. For me, those pit bulls were like children. They were never mistreated, never starved. They always had everything. This is the owner. And she lost her a leg because of these dogs. But in this article, they're saying, it's because the owner neglected these dogs. That's why these dogs were aggressive. But in this story, they stated that they, took care of these dogs very well. But yet, they were still attacked. They were attacked so bad where they couldn't stop the attack, where someone else had to come and rescue them. So here we have dog owners who treat their dogs like children. They're fed, treated so well. But then they attack you. You have to call someone else to save you from your own dog. Immediately ask for help. Immediately. Her dog's attacking her. She has to ask for help for someone else to stop the attack. She was scared in the situation. I always saw the dog. I saw the dog being born. I raised it. The mother was 7. It was 5. To me, they were like children. They were never mistreated, never starved. They always had everything, but yet still attacked. But in this article, they're blaming negligence. So if you're not being negligent of these dogs, then they shouldn't attack. But in this story, they were given everything. Love, food, and all that crap, but still went to attack. And she added, no, to do everything the dogs we put down. No, never. I never said dogs were bad or that they should have been killed. If someone had helped me before, the dog would have been saved too. Today, however, we mourn a double tragedy. I'm so confused. If someone had helped her do what, though? She just said that she took care of these dogs like children and they had everything. But now she thinks she needed help? What? This is so confusing. This is so confusing. She pretty much worships these dogs. Fed him, gave him everything. Then needed saving, but then goes on to say, where is it? That she needed help. I'm confused. I'm confused. Just get rid of the dogs. Just get rid of them. You need help with it. I don't know. But this is the reality of dog culture. They're just so confusing. They're so idiotic. You blame me on negligence, but then there's another story where they don't neglect the worthless mutt, but yet the dog still attacks. The reality of dog culture is finding excuses to defend these worthless mutts. It's not about the reality when it comes to these dog lovers. It's about the lies, the deception, the illusions, the delusion. That's what it's about. To keep this lie going, to keep everyone brainwashed, to keep themselves brainwashed. In Brazil, April 30th, 2026, a woman 58 injured by pit bull that escaped nearby residence. 58 woman was attacked. The injuries, she suffered lacerations to her right arm and breast. She received immediate first aid and was transported to local emergency unit. Cause of the escape, the owner's son explained that his father had left the house to buy food and believed the gate was securely locked. However, the gate was faulty and did not latch properly, allowing the dog to push it open to escape. And the consequence is pretty much they're slapped on the wrist. And the animal was arrested. Look at this. As in, the dog was arrested. Like, what are they using these terms for? The dog was arrested? I usually only hear that when it's with people. But now they're using words like custody, arrested when it comes to these dogs. And if these dogs can escape that easily and attack people, then again, it just proves that they do not belong in society. We have birds flying everywhere, but they do not just randomly attack people. This is only exclusive to dogs. As soon as they get free, the reality is they're looking for someone to attack. In Ireland, the 6th of May, a woman bitten in the face after her husband encouraged XL bully dog to bite her. I've always said to avoid dog lovers, dog nutters, pit nutters. Once you're in a relationship with them, you become not even the third wheel, like the fourth, fifth, sixth wheel. You're not priority. Whether it's the male or the female of the relationship. End of the day, if anything goes wrong, they're always going to choose the dog over you. They're choosing the dog over you. You're second fiddle. You can do everything for that, your SO, for your spouse, whatever. But at the end of the day, if something goes wrong, even if things go right, they're choosing that dog over you. They see these dog lovers say dogs are better than people. These dog lovers will encourage people to leave your spouse or significant other for the dog. So why even date or want to friend or be around dog lovers when in the end they think that you're a piece of shit and they think that these worthless mutts are better than you? They think these dogs, this dog right here, whether or not it kills a baby or not, they think that this dog is better than you. You're basically scum. These worthless, stink-ass, shit-eating dogs are better than you. And you think it's smart to want to be in a relationship with someone who owns dogs, whether you not bring the dog into the relationship or the dog was already here. End of the day, you're scum. The dog is better than you. Stay away from these people. The woman claimed that approximately 1 week prior to the court hearing, her husband encouraged the dog to attack her. She stated to the judge, "The dog attacked me and took a lump on my face." Physical evidence: the woman appeared in court with visible cuts, bruises, which she alleged were a result of the ongoing domestic situation. History of abuse. Testified her husband has been violent towards her, engaged in financial abuse, noting that these confrontations have occurred over the course of a 5-year relationship. Impact on family. The woman further claimed that the presence of behavior of the dog have prevented her grandchild from visiting the house and that she herself had been unable to live in the home for 3 months leading up to the hearing. I believe people are innocent until proven guilty. Innocent until proven guilty. Let's say this actually did happen. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, allegedly. Let's say this thing allegedly did happen. This is just another story that, tells us, stay away from dog lovers. They are dangerous. They're dangerous people to be around, especially when they have dogs that look like this. Like, either you or your children are not going to make it. You're going to be treated like scum, and this dog's be treated way better than you. That's the reality, man. That is the reality. Stray dogs kill 43 livestock in Ganderballs Gund. Not sure where that is, but this is the reality of dogs. They attack and kill livestock for fun, basically. And this is pretty common in various countries. It's common in America. It's common in Sweden. It's common in Germany. It's common in India. It's common all over, where dogs will slaughter all the livestock, or at least a lot of them. Or else other natural animals, they'll just take one and go. And that could probably fill them up for a day or two. This is the reality of dogs. Killing natural animals for absolutely nothing. I was watching clips of the first Toy Story. And, once the toys get to Sid's house, they have a bully breed. And even though these are toys, again, they're toys, I get it. But for no reason, this dog just wants to maul the toys. For no reason. No reason whatsoever. This dog just wants to maul toys. There's a scene where the dog is out on the porch, sleeping, even though it's, in reality, this dog probably wander around mauling people. But the dog was just sleeping on the porch. And Buzz and Woody was running just to catch up to the truck. And the dog woke up to the commotion, and the dog just looked angry. And then started chasing the toys. Why are you angry for? Why are you angry for? These toys are leaving you alone. You're angry? And you want to go and attack and maul them? They should be angry at you. From the very beginning, you were attacking and terrorizing these toys. But you see them out on public street and you're getting angry? Angry for what? Then you go barking and chasing them, trying to attack them? Like, really? How can anyone watch particularly that scene in Toy Story and still be a dog nutter? Even though that's an animated cartoon, it's a movie, I get it, it's fictional, but that's somewhat the reality of dogs. Anything that runs or moves is just going to go and attack you. You could be on your own property, attacks you. But in this movie, these toys are not trying to cause problems with this dog. They're not trying to cause problems with the dog. They just want to go back and be with Andy. But this dog gets mad and becomes aggressive and wants to attack toys? Attack Woody and Buzz? Why? But that's the reality of dog culture, man. It could be a child, an elderly person, livestock. You mind your own business. These dogs are going to get mad and attack you. These dogs are so stupid, man. Even in cartoons, they're stupid. Even in cartoons, they are so stupid. In one of Gordon Ramsay's restaurants, they... in Gordon Ramsay's restaurants, They pretty much allow dogs inside, and one of the dogs apparently, from what was reported, shit and peed in the store, and the management didn't even care. This is the reality of what's happening in a lot of places. In restaurants, grocery stores, schools, where dogs are allowed to defecate or even be inside them, where people are eating and just want to just relax and enjoy themselves. Dogs are allowed to come in and shit and piss, let alone just be seen. And dog nutters and management, law enforcement, etc., they think this is fine. This is the reality of dog culture. This is it. This is what we have to put up with. It's just ridiculous. Like we're going backwards. It's like we're in the Flintstone age, yo. But it's just dogs. And they're allowed to shit and piss in restaurants now. Damn. Rescue mutt bites owner only after a week of adoption. See, these things don't know. They don't care that you're an owner or you're adopting them. They don't know and they don't care. And people want to keep taking risks with these worthless mutts. They added there were no warning signs, which is part of what's been so hard to process. My face is permanently altered. I'm still learning what that means for me physically, emotionally. There's something so orienting about looking in the mirror and seeing a version of yourself you didn't choose. Actually, you did choose it by choosing to have these dogs in your home. If you were attacked on the street and you weren't a dog nutter, I'd be like, okay, you did not deserve it. But you chose to bring this thing in your home. You chose to be a dog nutter. This is your fault. If you stay away from dogs, if you didn't at least get this dog, you would be fine. You'll still have your face, but you messed up by getting these things. We have so many resources and sources now. So many anti-dog people, anti-dog forums now, talking about dogs. But yet, you want to keep being a dog nutter. And now you have your face bitten off. It's like, you're at fault here. It's 2026. At the beginning of me doing this is like year 6 now. At the beginning of me doing this, I was never like this. I was never saying you deserved it. But when you keep reading stories like this, it's like, eventually you just gotta say, these dog nutters, they deserved it. If I can find these information and the stats, just by going on my phone, just by going on my tablet, just by going on my desktop, on Google, on Reddit, on YouTube, there's information there. Even though we live in a pro-dog society, there is still anti-dog information. There is still information regarding dogs and how violent and dangerous they are. There is still information there. But you want to, continue to do this or do this? You deserve it. If you're under 18, I'll give you some leniency. Because, you're in school, you're probably thinking of other things, doing your homework. You're not really thinking about researching about dogs. Even though some of you, waste time with video games and other social media stuff, you could be using that time to research dogs. I mean, I always hated dogs. I always knew that they were worthless, even at 5 or 6 years old. So then again, it's like, there's really no excuse how you should not know how dangerous dogs are. Because because if you've seen a lion pop up, in your backyard, you'd freak out. And you probably don't even have to do any research about lions. If you've seen a bear in your yard, you'd probably freak out. You didn't probably do any research about bears because with instincts, you know that these certain animals are just too dangerous. But with dogs, even though they have the momentum and the support of dog culture of the dog industry, there's still no excuse to not be able to know how dangerous and vile dogs are. Especially if you live with them and you've seen certain things, there's really no excuse. It should be instincts. Like you see a lion, the so-called king of the jungle, you'll be freaking out immediately. But somehow when it comes to dogs, due to the brainwashing, it's like you're going to be like this person and you're going to bring in dogs into your home. You're going to give them kisses and hugs. All that just so your face can be torn off. So people like this, they deserve it. 2026, man. Do your research. And Dohawk, not sure where this is exactly. This is in Iraq. A child is killed by stray dogs. This is Iraq. Killed by stray dogs. It was a 5-year-old. They killed a 5-year-old, injuring the other. If you estimate, put Iraq's stray dog population at more than 1 million. 1 million stray dogs. With authorities reporting widespread bite incidents. With over 1,000 cases in the last 5 months. Remember how they always say it's the owner because of negligence? That's why dogs are attacking. What about stray dogs? They still attack. They're not, with no owner that's neglecting them. They're all by themselves. Still attacking, still killing people. So it's just funny how dog nutters, they ignore stray dogs in countries like this. They don't even bring it up. They don't mention it. And the reason why they don't mention it is probably because they don't have the right lies yet to fight against it. They don't have the right excuses yet. But these attacks of stray dogs attacking people is really not that different from dogs in Canada or in America that just attack their owners or anyone in public. Only difference is the number of dogs, but all in all, it's pretty much the same. It's the same result, the same story. Dog sees you, dog wants to attack you. Dog sees you in America, dog wants to attack you. Maybe one, maybe two. But in places like Iraq, dog sees you. Dogs will see you in great packs, and they will attack you. Not just one, but multiple. I mean, even one is enough, but a pack of them. They even have a law where you can't kill these worthless mutts. It's so stupid, man. It is so dumb. You have over 1 million. You have babies getting killed by them, but you cannot kill them. Only in dog culture does such a thing exist. This is the reality of dog culture. Reality of every day with dog. This is the reality. How are we doing for time? Good. 30 minutes. I don't really care about the dog, but what I want to outline is, or highlight, is the fact that even at dog parks, these dogs are attacked and killed. I mean, there's no safe haven, there's no immunity. When these dogs are around, someone's going to get hurt. Dog shelters in their home, it doesn't matter. Even dog parks are attacking. They're attacking other dogs. They're attacking other dogs. They're attacking other dogs. So what the hell can I do to stop these from attacking? What the hell can these owners do? That's something I just want to let's give up and make sure you realize I'm aware that even in dog parks, dogs are still attacking and killing dogs. People don't understand how much I don't like dogs. Maybe it could. Actually, I'll just read it. When I tell people I don't like dogs or that I hate them, I get the response either way. Oh, this isn't that bad. This one is good, or so you want to kill all dogs. Damn right. How could you do that? Because dogs are worthless. My boyfriend is dog sitting and he has to stop into their house for a second to grab something before we head to the store. He says, come inside to see the worthless mutts. No, I don't want to. I don't like dogs. It goes quite a while longer and then, but I need you to take a photo of me with them because it's so cute. Yeah, right. I feel like people don't understand that when I say I don't like dogs, it means I don't want to be around them at all. It's like they can't full comprehend that I would dislike them for that much. I just don't want the interaction. Also, I've gotten you at least have to pretend to like him or like it when at someone's house. No, I don't. I'm not being mean or outing my opinion. I'm just not interacting. It's pretty much dangerous to be, like I said in the beginning, a spouse of someone who, I mean, he may not own a dog, but this guy seems like a fully pledged dog hunter. Sooner or later, this guy's gonna want a dog, and then you're gonna be stuck picking up dog poop. I mean, you gotta be, really firm and harsh with these dog nuts because they can sense, and it's because of the years advantage this dog culture has, where they've been able to corner people in a corner when they say they don't like or say they hate dogs, they didn't want to be around dogs. And for years, they've been able to back people in a corner and ask, redundant questions and make comments and all this, and they'll make you feel bad. And it's been like that for years, and that's why dog culture is, Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I just had an interruption, but yeah, they'll back you down the corner. They have years of backing people down the corner because there never really been people to really hate dogs, to really fight back, to really be honest and not really afraid of any repercussions. If you ever ask me, I'm gonna downright say I hate them. I'll be a little like I'm like it's like chess a little bit. You make the first move and then I'll make the next move. I'll tell them straight up I hate dogs. I don't want to get all into it, but if you want to push and keep moving your pieces, then I'm gonna push and move my pieces. But I do tell them I hate dogs. I don't like them. Don't want to be around them. And I leave it at that. But if they keep pushing, I'm going to let them know the facts about dogs and about them as dog owners. I'll tell them the truth, that you're disgusting just as much as these dogs are. And again, the reality is that these dog nutters are so used to, um, people being pushovers. I mean, not actually pushovers. I'm trying to find that word, but there used to be people having their guard down when it comes to like not liking dogs, and for years they've been able to make fun of and tease and mock. But now, like, we have the ammunition, we have the resources, we have the facts, the track records of these dogs and dog owners. They can't win anymore. They can't. What more can they do except send death threats and insults? We already know they can lie, but when you tell the truth and you don't back down, all they can really do is show who they really are with these insults. That's it. That's all they have. Your words, our words, can cut. It can cut and stress and damage a dog lover. We have that power to damage them so bad that the only way for them to make a move is by going off topic and to spew out insults. They can't really spew out facts because their whole dog culture is a lie. There's no facts about it. None. They have no facts. Nothing. They can't use, oh, my dog is so fine and this and that. That's bullshit. How many times have we read stories of that? And the dog ends up attacking. There's so many stories like that. So your dog never attacking, it means nothing. Oh, your dog never attacked. How about all the rest of them? The millions of dogs out there. The stray dogs. Dogs in shelters. Foster dogs. And you know they're going to go silent or they're going to come with some lame excuse. The reality of every day with dogs is that dogs are just dangerous. The culture is horrible. The industry is just conniving, manipulative. So many lives have been lost because of this culture. So many lives gone. For what? For what? Some illusion that, dogs are your best friend. Dogs are your children. And all these things that you dog nuts say. We only hear it coming from their mouth. We don't actually see it replicating or being applied by with dogs themselves. It's only dog nuts using memes and maybe AI images now. Saying dogs are family, dogs are, your best friend, and etc., etc. But we don't see dogs applying that themselves. The dog nuts are saying this, but dogs are saying, I want to rip your face off. And these dog attacks, maybe not just the attacks, but this dog nuttery behavior is happening all over the world. It is not exclusive to just one part, one region. So what that means, this is a dog problem. Stray dogs don't have owners. It's a dog problem. Dogs attack with owners. Dogs attack their owners. It is a dog problem. In one story, they're saying the dog was neglected, that's why it attacked. But in another story, they're saying they give the dog everything. They fed the dog. But yet that dog still attacked. It is a dog problem. And I always like to bring this up. I always like to bring this guy up. just to prove it doesn't matter if you're a regular owner, elderly owner, new owner, or dog trainer. Caesar Milan's dog has attacked and killed. So if his dog can attack and killed, he's probably a millionaire by now. A celebrity dog trainer. His dog still attacked, and probably more of his dogs probably attacked. But we only hear about the one. And how about the other trainers? Other abusive dog trainers. Their dogs probably attacked. They're abusive. The reality of every day with dogs, man. It's a sick culture, man. That is so depressing. It is depressing. When you gotta read these stories, man. You know, it's depressing. And dog lovers, they don't read these stories every day. Because they do not want to hear about their worthless mutt killing a 1-day-old baby. They don't want to hear that. And some of them will still read and watch for his videos. And they will, post it on their pro dog sites. And they will blame a 1-year-old baby for the attack. Or they'll blame the owner. Or they'll blame the parent. Or blame the weather. Or blame a noise. It's a never-ending cycle, but that is the reality of every day with dogs. I'm gonna there Tim Watson with the dog attack alerts. Please remember, it's okay to hate dogs.
It's Okay to Hate Dogs Productions. See you later. Doggy hater.